Previously on The Truth About Trying to Conceive.
Dean and I have been trying to have a baby. We're going to try the letrozole first and see if that works. I did not ovulate this month. This is my take on letrozole round 2. Can't believe I'm ovulating. I've not seen one like that before. I'm pretty sure that is a big fat negative. Yeah, that looks like a big fat negative. It also has been a year of us trying to conceive. That's a negative. My heart just hurts. My heart is just breaking. The other day I went and had my first acupuncture appointment. Just honestly praying that this month it's gonna work so I don't have to go through with the laparoscopy. I decided that I'm not going to go through with the laparoscopy. So today, this morning, Dean and I went along to the appointment with the naturopath. It was so good. I'm working towards a new goal of getting my cycle set up right, and that's going to make me and my body better overall. Oh my god, guys. This can't be the moment. Like, it can't be the moment. I don't even know what to say. Like, this test, it must be wrong. It must be wrong. It literally must be wrong because, oh my god, my heart is just like, I didn't ovulate this month. Like, this literally, it can't be it. It cannot be it. And I thought I got my period yesterday, and then it kind of like stopped. Now I have to wait 4 hours to test again. You can't get a line on this unless you're pregnant, right? Where's like a place I can put you down? I last updated you when, I think it was just before our anniversary, and it was like a Thursday, or I think it was a Thursday, and I was due to ovulate the next day, and I did not get a positive ovulation test. Like, I was so excited that we were going to be ovulating on like our 5-year wedding anniversary, and I'm like, oh my god, that would be so amazing. And then I never got a positive ovulation test. I was just like, okay, well, you know, obviously I can't ovulate by myself. So I just was like really upset about that. I even called the naturopath because I was meant to do a saliva test on day 21, and I was just like, I haven't ovulated, should I still do it? And she said, yeah, like your options are like you can still do it, or we can wait and test another month. So I decided to just do the saliva test and send that off anyway. I sent that off day 21, so today would be day 23 of my cycle. Dean actually left for a fishing trip yesterday until Sunday, and there was a whole big thing of like, oh, what if I ovulate late while you're gone? And I kind of said to him, and like, I feel bad for it, but I said to him the night before he left, I said, so if I get like a positive test tomorrow, like, you're still gonna go? Because we still need to, you know, like, be intimate the next 2 days. And he's like, yeah, I'm still going. Can't believe like you'd put a fishing trip above starting a family. Like, I probably made him feel really bad, but for me, like, this is such a priority, and you get 1 chance every month. Like, you get 12 chances a year, if that. And it just like, it upset me that he, like, I know he's planned this fishing trip for ages, but it's just like, if you left a day late, like, it was still going to be a few days with your friends. Like, it's just really important. I don't know, like, for me it was like really important. And then the next morning I got up and I'm like, oh my god, my period's here. And then this morning it was like not as strong. I went to the toilet early this morning, and then I was just like, I just had a feeling, and I'm like, I'm just gonna do another ovulation test and pregnancy test, because when I was testing, like just the day before I got my period, the line on the ovulation test was like pretty strong. Like, it looked like I was going to ovulate soon, and I'm like, that's really weird, because usually it would just like dip off into nothing. So many tests I've had like have been so negative, like the line's been barely there or very faint. And this morning I just did an ovulation test and a pregnancy test. I dipped them in the same way at the same time, second morning urine. So like probably like 2 hours or so since I first woke up, and I got that result. It can't be true. It cannot be true. Let me go get the test. The LH, the ovulation strip, is so fucking strong. Okay, so these are my test strips from the other day. So this must have been Tuesday, I think it was. Yeah, so Tuesday morning, evening, or afternoon and evening. And I know like they're really light, but you can hardly see them. These are the tests that I took this morning. That is so strong. And there is a line there. Like, that's a positive ovulation test if I've seen one. I swear that I've seen that if you are pregnant and you do this ovulation test, it comes out strong. I watched this woman's video where she did her pregnancy test, but she did the ovulation test first and then she did and she's like, oh, okay. And then she did the pregnancy test because she didn't want to waste the pregnancy test. And she ended up having twins. But it's just playing you, Crystal. It's just playing you. Okay guys, I'm back. I've got my urine. I've got like all of these tests and I'm gonna test. Okay, so I'll do the first response. Okay, so the line is nearly filled up. I'm either ovulating or I'm pregnant. So there's the pregnancy test. I'll let that sit for a bit. Do the digital ovulation test. See what this sucker says with the advanced one. Like, I've been having cramps all morning and the bleeding has definitely slowed down. So I just don't know, you know. I'm gonna get like too excited. This is like Snow White, so I can't be. Like, literally it's Snow White. Oh, that makes me sad because it's just like, what was that test say? And I looked at it like within the first 3 minutes kind of thing. Like, why would it say that? Unless this urine isn't, like, I didn't hold it long enough. Well, it's all over. I don't know. I got so excited seeing that positive test. Oh, I got so excited. I said though, I was like, I can't get my hopes up. So does that mean like I'm ovulating? Yeah, that says negative. Whereas the test that I took this morning, that was a positive. Let me like pull this out and have a look. See, like that is a positive. And this is the ovulation test just now, but it's still developing a little bit, but it looks negative. Why didn't I test for ovulation yesterday? Because I got my period, that's why. Hey guys, it is the next day and yeah, as you guys probably would have guessed, I guess the test turned out to be negative. I actually woke up this morning about 3 AM with like really bad cramps and I went to the toilet and Aunt Flo was back with a vengeance. Like, let's just say that. It's so hard. Like, I honestly don't know how I got a positive ovulation test and a positive pregnancy test in those ones. Like, I don't know, maybe it was just like literally a freak accident. I don't know how it happened. I was just like, you can't get a positive on a pregnancy test unless you're positive, or I left it for a while. And like, I mean, I left it, like, I can't even remember how long I left it, but I think it was like under 10 minutes that I left it. And I came back and it was like that. So back to square one, but hopefully I get my saliva test results. It's a bit frustrating because like the whole process of actually sending off the saliva was actually really cool. It was really hard. I should have shown you, but it came in like a little vial. It didn't come in it. Like the test came with a little vial and you had to spit in it, but you couldn't have any bubbles or phlegm or anything in the saliva. And it suggested that you put your head down and just let the saliva drip in there naturally. So much harder than you think. And like, even if you try and regroup, like collect all the saliva in your mouth, like if you collect it and put it in there, it will get bubbles. So you can like flick the jar or like tap the jar on the vial on, you know, a hard surface, and that can kind of get rid of the bubbles. I just want to get started on these, whatever she's going to give me. Like, I don't know what to really expect. Like, obviously she gives herbs, you know, like, and I've heard a lot of people mention naturopaths are great and they, you know, got better once they were taking herbs or whatever. At my acupuncture appointment yesterday, it's so hard and I don't want to get emotional, but she is just trying to drill into me about my diet, because like I've been trying to be better, but like I also know I haven't. Like it's so hard to, you know, want to start, you know, a new diet or a lifestyle when you're just not in the mood to. And like when you have so many ups and downs and everything, and she was really encouraging me to go and do some exercise, like and she said, oh, do you have, this can make me upset, and she's like, oh, do you have friends that you could go to the gym with or go and do exercise with? And I'm like, no, not really. And then she said, oh, what about your mum? And I'm like, she lives in Mount Gambier. And then she's like, well, maybe you could go join a class. And I said, it makes me really anxious. Like I know I'm making all these excuses up, like I don't know, it's so hard. And then you get your period and you're like, well, the last thing I want to do is exercise. I just know I'm not in the right headspace. I don't even know why I'm getting so upset. My face is just like covered in pimples, like it's so bad. I have another appointment at the A1 skin clinic today to do an enzyme treatment, and I don't know, it's probably because I've got my period that they've all come back, but like it just is so awful. It was doing so well and now it's just like, looks like poo again. Like I don't want to be upset, like I don't even know why I'm crying. I'm just feeling very emotional and anxious. It's just like I'm not even, I know like I didn't want to get my hopes up because I knew there's something, I knew that it wasn't right, and I didn't, and I'm not even upset that it happened. I don't even know why I'm just crying right now. Like it's so silly. Like these hormones, like I swear they just mess you up. I don't know, I just want to get my cycle on track. Like that's all I want right now. I just want to feel normal. I just want to have a 28-day cycle and ovulate in the middle and just give my body a chance, because I feel like it doesn't even have a chance. My acupuncturist was saying like, just think, you know, I know you don't want to do these things, but just think, I want a baby. And I do try and think that, but I don't know what takes over. Like I don't know why I make these bad decisions with like my lifestyle. Like I just you know, I get upset and then I'm like, okay, well, you know, I'll do these things to comfort myself, like eating bad food or just staying on the couch. And I know that that doesn't help, but like it makes me feel better at the time, but then it doesn't really make me feel better overall. It's such a hard thing, and it's hard to not just try and baby yourself. Like it's so hard to not do that, because what you're going through is like the hardest thing that you may ever have to go through. Like just waiting, and when you want something so much, it's just so hard. And you don't think clearly, you're so emotional and you're so hormonal, and it just takes over. It's so hard. Like if you never have to go through this, just know it's not easy. It's not a walk in the park. It just plays with your mind and your hormones, and it makes you like this. Just know that it's not easy. If I could switch this off, I would. I don't even know why I'm crying right now. Like, it's so silly. Like, I was having a good morning, it was fine, and now, like, I'm a mess. Like, how does this even happen? But it does. It happens all the time when you're trying to conceive. It happens all the time, and you can't stop it. I need to go and get a tissue and just stop crying. Like, I'm okay. Please don't think that I'm not okay, because like I am. I just, as I said, as I explained to you, like I can't help crying. And sometimes, you know what? I need to let it all out. Sometimes it all just needs to come out for you to be able to then say, okay, I'm moving on now. That's it. Take a deep breath and get on with your day. Hey guys, so this is a bit of a live update. I'm just editing this video and I wanted to let you know, like, this video was very hard for me to edit because every time I would sit down and start doing it, I just would cringe at myself. And it's something that I debated whether putting it out or not, but I thought I'm always 100% honest with you guys. And I did edit like a lot of it out because it just was over the top kind of thing. But it was still important for me to send that message of these things do happen. False positives do actually happen. But not only that, but I can just see the difference in the time that's changed. That was at the end of March. We're now in July and I can see how far I've come, and wow, it's just crazy how much I have really grown in the last couple of months. It could be a combination of things. It could be the herbs and supplements that I'm taking. It could be my acupuncture. It could just be that I've got to that point in my journey that I'm here and I'm okay now. It could be that I had to live through those really hard moments to be okay now. But I do want to let you know that I'm doing so much better. I don't want people to be worried. I just want people to see that's the shit that you go through on this journey. Look at my skin. Like, I know I still have some acne, but it's so much better than it was, and I feel like my hormones are definitely more leveling out. I feel like it was so funny because the test came back and you'll see, but there wasn't really much of an imbalance. There was like tiny little bits out of place. Knowing what I was going through then, it's just like, obviously something was not right because I feel like a different person than I was back then. Anyway, I wanted to let you know that I do have a video which I'm going to put out just after this one explaining my false positive pregnancy test, in case you were wondering how it actually happened, because I worked that out and I don't want others to make that same mistake, or maybe it might provide some answers. I know there's obviously several ways that you can get a false positive, but this is what I believe happened to me and I wanted to explain that. And yeah, there's the end of this dramatic episode. I'm sure that there's a few more dramatic ones to come, but just hang in there and you'll see my transformation into how I'm doing today. And yeah, I'm really sorry if that was very uncomfortable to watch. It was very uncomfortable for me to edit, but it's out there. All right, see you guys.